The Others is a huge box game from Cool Mini or Not. One player takes on the physical embodiment of a deadly sin, either pride or sloth, sent from hell to end the world. 2 to 4 other players control heroes, trying to kill monsters, cleanse the city of evil, and complete missions. It's a beast of a game, with scenarios taking around 3 hours. At its heart, it's simple. Heroes just move and fight. The depth comes in the decision making. If you stick together, you're stronger, but so are the monsters. Buildings offer upgraded weapons, but the game also punishes you with wounds and corruption for moving into certain areas. The scenario gives the heroes specific objectives to aim for. The bad guy just has to kill enough heroes. The cleverest part of the game is the corruption level. Every time you fight a monster, you can voluntarily raise your corruption to get extra dice or automatic hits. But if you reach the end of the track, every corruption you get afterwards counts as wounds. You might think, keep it low, profit a little. But you only get the benefits at the time you raise it, and when you do, you get all the benefits. It's the ultimate temptation. Players get addicted to it, then end up killing their hero by flying too close to the sun. Or hell. Combat is done with dice, and you need to like rolling dice to enjoy this game because there's a lot of it. Having to count up how many you're rolling each time can get tiresome, and it's made more annoying by there not being enough dice in the box for most fights. The Others is designed by Eric Lang and published by Cool Mini or Not, much like Blood Rage, a very popular Viking game from last year. They play very differently, but are similar in that I don't find them as thematic as they pretend to be. On a superficial level, they look the part with gorgeous artwork and incredible miniatures, but the gameplay doesn't evoke the feeling of its theme. For example, in one scenario, your mission is to rescue an innocent person. Except before you do that, you can accidentally kill as many other innocent people as you like, as long as you eventually save one. What kind of story is that? In the end, you don't feel like you're saving anyone, you just feel like you're transporting a token from one place to another. It doesn't help that the theme is so arbitrary. What does being corrupted mean? What does that look like? Am I being tempted into sin? Does this corruption token on the board represent a really comfy couch that entices me to be slovenly? The rulebook does a terrible job of explaining its theme. Instead of an introduction, the first pages feature a screenplay. The elevator swished open behind Solomon. She turned to regard Morgana, still in that impossibly tight catsuit. This goes on for 3 whole pages. Instead of giving some backstory, they try a terrible stylistic approach of peppering the rulebook with the transcripts of conversations between the heroes. And instead of tapping into what's interesting about the 7 deadly sins, they make every monster scary by adding tentacles. The more tentacles a monster has, the more deadly it is. I feel like a 15-year-old was put in charge. This impressive beast represents pride. I have no idea why, but it sure has a lot of tentacles. The 15-year-old didn't stop there. Okay, we've got the all-caps font that you asked for that teenagers use on their skate videos. We just need some titles for the cards. Perpetual Inferno, Hellfire Curse, Agony of the Unclean, The Fog of Hate, The Throne of Damnation, The Mantle of Skulls. Okay, now you're just saying 2 words and putting of in the middle. Are you happy with the heroes that we've got? Normal human beings are boring. Let's put in a vampire and a werewolf and a minotaur. Isn't this supposed to be about the 7 deadly sins? Maybe we could make a vampire or werewolf game later. And this girl, let's give her some tentacles. But I thought tentacles were only for the bad guys. She's a hero. Shut up. And what should we call this character that you've chosen to dress in a bikini? Pain Daughter. Right. Okay. Is she the daughter of pain or just a daughter who inflicts pain? Shut up. Pain Daughter looks quite sexy. Aren't we supposed to be scared of her? Or are you scared of things that you find attractive? There are 7 scenarios in the box, and the 3 types, corruption, redemption, and terror, feel like you're playing very different games. You've got 2 different sin factions and 3 different types of acolytes. There's plenty of replayability before you even need to consider whether the Kickstarter exclusives are worth it. The rulebook is thick, there's a fair amount to get your head around, but it's well written. And after the first game, I knew what I was doing, which can't always be said for 3-hour epics. More than with other games, I really noticed the gratuitousness of how many minis there are in this game. It comes with 6 corrupted nuns, 6 corrupted hobos, and 6 corrupted doctors, but you only ever play with 1 set. All that changes is 1 bit of card with a very simple power on it. In other games, different minis are needed to tell the difference on the board, but these are never on the board together. I can't decide if this is a company giving consumers what they want, or just a cheap ploy to insist on more minis to warrant the price tag. The Others is a really good game mechanically. It feels well constructed and balanced in a way that thematic dice chuckers often aren't. Every game I've played has felt close, and the corruption system means there's always a tricky decision to be made. I've had a lot of fun with it, but for a 3-hour big box epic, I need to love the theme. And in The Others, the theme feels like an afterthought, both in the gameplay and the production of the game. If you can look past that, or if you like your monsters with an excess of tentacles, it's worth checking out because it's surprisingly clever for its genre. If you like this video, please check out the rest of my channel for more videos like this. I'm Actualol on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Jon Purkis. Thanks for watching.